how to step by step, and hope that this is beneficial for those of you who are just coming aboard. So as always, I start off all of my makeup. If you do not have the setting spray, I highly recommend it. This setting spray right here it makes your skin so beautiful to set your makeup on. So then I'm a slave to this. And I like to put it on prior to doing my makeup. I did a spray tan. I have a bit of a yellow undertone right now. So the setting spray, number 1. Okay, and to apply my contour, I like to use a dense brush. So I like to use the buff brush. You can also use your fingers. And today I'm going to use the dense brush. So I'm going to do the 3 spots that I find work best for me. And it's, here, my hair's in my way. And it goes right across the forehead is 1. Right down here is 2. And right down here is 3. We're gonna do the same for the other side. And remember, you can apply with your finger if you do not have the buff brush, but the buff brush is my favorite to apply the makeup. And if you guys head on over, just jump right into shopping, I highly recommend getting your buff brush. So now I'm gonna head over to the 2 colors. So if you've ordered from me, I have recommended 4 colors to be part of your 3D foundation. So 1 color right here is my contour. The second color is the color closest to my skin. So this is my highlighter 1. And then we have my brightener. So again, I'm using my buff brush to apply, and I'm gonna apply the color that's closest to my skin. Okay, and I'm gonna put this just ever so lightly around. Woo, I pressed the right one. And again, I'm using my buff brush. So if you guys have purchased from me, I always recommend my newcomers to do the 3D. This is like a flawless application brush. I just realized I didn't do my nose. I always do my nose. So I use my finger for my nose. I go right down that puppy here. And right down here. You don't need to contour your nose. The definition of the contour is so incredibly beautiful once it's all blended in. Like, see, just having that color on my nose right now, it just completely lightens me up. Okay, so now this is the color that's closest to my skin, okay? I am now gonna add my lightener, and I'm gonna use my smaller brush for this. I'm just gonna take my leftover stuff and put it right under there. Okay, so I'm using this. I'm gonna go into my lightener, and I'm going to start applying a dot there and a dot up here. A dot there, bring it down the nose, and a dot here. Okay, and so I'm gonna just start slowly getting that one all up in there. In the color match form that you guys fill out, it gives you the option of what kind of coverage you want. So this brush gives you a more dense coverage, but it's also more of an advanced brush. Okay, so as you can tell, I've now applied under my eyes. I'm gonna take my lightener and I'm gonna apply right there. I'm also going to put my lightener on my nose. I'm gonna put it above my Cupid's bow. I'm gonna brighten your face up. So that's what's happening right there. I'm gonna go head right on over to my 3D perfector, and I'm gonna start blending in. And I'm gonna start blending in ever so smoothly, the light colors first. We wanna take care of the light colors before we start tackling our contour. There's no right or wrong way. Everything is fixable if you feel that you've messed up. The contour plays a huge part in your foundation and adding all of the little cracks and crevices. So now I'm gonna head on over to my blush. So take your brush and you ever so lightly apply it. I like to use 2 blushes. I always do. I ombre. So never be afraid of buying more than one. You'll thank me in the long run. Here's a whole bunch of different colors, and I'm just gonna go, Peppa, stop barking. My dog's doing little barks. This is plum. So first I did Hollywood, and then I do plum on top because I just love the definition of the ombre look. A little bit of mascara, and that is the 3D foundation. And you look like, a movie star, right? And you have all of your natural curvatures are enhanced. You have your brighteners under your eyes. This is just the 3D foundation. So if you guys have purchased more from me, I'm now gonna go into another step that you guys may or may not have, but might want. So this is step number 5. Well, there's no right or wrong way after you're done the 4 colors. These 4 colors are what I have on. Now I'm gonna head on over to my powder. So you see how this is all in my compact? So I'm now gonna add my powder. Weird. My dog keeps barking out there. I hope my cat's okay. My cat is literally outside on a leash. So that would be your powder. Cool, eh? And now we are going to do another step. It's called an illuminator, and I love illuminators. Like, my favorite would be this guy. Look how beautiful that is. So I'm gonna grab that, and I'm just gonna ever so lightly put it on my cheeks. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Have you seen how that just shined up? It's not for everybody, but let me tell you, if you have it, it's gold. So there you go. There is my illuminator. Right? Like, this is all in one compact, guys. Like, this makeup is insane. It is. I'm gonna show you guys a little trick. So I'm going into my contour, and I'm just going around my lippy. And this is like a really nice, almost to use it as a liner, but also it makes your lips bigger. And I'm just gonna pat it in. Pat her in. I'm gonna head over, like, guys, again, all in my compact. So I'm gonna head over here, and I'm gonna put some ballerina on, and I'm gonna put some Cindy. And if you guys notice, these are lip and cheek. So I can use these on my lips and my cheeks. Those are both blushes as well. But I love, this is my like perfect little combo. Makeup is so different than the makeup you're used to. And the fact that it's very clean, they don't have such harsh ingredients in it. That's where your skin, when you start a new skin regime of like a cleaner line, your skin kind of like has to go through a couple days of getting used to it. So the less is more to help your skin get used to it. I'm gonna blend in this right here. I think I totally forgot to blend in my jaw. Okay, so those are some other add-ons that are fun. Now I'm gonna do bronzer, and you guys are gonna flip your lid when you see how freaking cool the bronzer is. So I'm gonna be using a different brush. All these brushes, guys, are Seint brushes. And I'm gonna head on over to my palette where the bronzer is, and I'm gonna just put my bronzer brush in there. Bronzer is different than contour. Contour is a cool, a coolness. Bronzer is a warmth. So watch this. You're gonna just slowly watch. So see that right there? Like, just that little bit has already started to warm up my face. And a little bit goes a long way. I don't darken my foundation when I get darker. I did, and then I realized that's not the key for what I prefer. I started trying the bronzer because I spray tan every day, you guys know that, or like once a week. Once I started using the bronzer, I was like, no, this is my jam. So I'm gonna just do my ears a little bit because why not? And look at that. Like, look how freaking gorgeous that is. And like I said, guys, this should not feel heavy. When you rub your face, it should feel like a second skin. If it doesn't, then you're using too much. And And I'm just going to dab. And of course, we have so many eyeshadows, like so many. I'm just gonna throw on a quick little shadow, and I'm gonna show you guys where I keep them. Guess where I keep them? Guess where I keep them? Oh yeah, you guessed it. I keep it in my everyday palette. There they are. Those are my everyday colors. I'm gonna head over, take Mama. Mama's one of my favorites. Look how beautiful that is. That's right, Mama. Mama knows best. Okay. And I think I'm just gonna stick with Mama, or maybe just put a little bit of cocoa. I'm gonna just add a tiny bit of cocoa. And I'm just gonna stick her in there and ever so lightly go across. The pigments in these are unreal. The long-lasting power of these is insane. Look at that. Like, come on! All in one palette. This is my makeup bag. This is my makeup drawer. This is all I use. I even have, okay, I'll show you this right after I'm done because I'm gonna make a mess of myself. I even have in my palette that I use daily, day in and day out, I even have my perfume. Yeah, that's right. We have perfumes. And I have my eyebrow wax. I bet you can't say that about your makeup bag. And I just got the clutch. Have you guys seen our clutch that came out? Our clutch that came out is super duper cool. It's like a clutch, and it has literally like this width of this section is part of the clutch, right? All right. So I could darken up my eyebrows. Let's do it real quick. I'm gonna use cocoa today. I switch back and forth between cocoa and trust. So cocoa on my brows. Like, hi-yo, who dat? And again, it's in my palette. And there you have it. Now, another thing I'm gonna do is take out my everyday palette and I'm gonna squirt a teeny tatty bit of my Heaven in a bottle. It's my setting spray. I put that on before my makeup, after my makeup. Obviously use it for this. I put a little too much in. Never listen to myself. I give great advice and never take it. Okay, so I'm just gonna pop these puppies right up to give me a wispy brow. Our eyeshadows are so versatile. I'll show you guys what I mean. So let's just say you're on like budget friendly, but you want very similar to like what's going on with my beautiful shine I have. So this little right here, which is True Love, you can totally use that as a illuminator as well. So let's just kind of, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So if I wanted to add it as my illuminator, I totally could. But I love it for under my brows. And there, oh, tip of my nose. And there you have it, guys. I have done the 4 colors that the majority of you guys have purchased. Thank you so much. But I've also incorporated some other really, really cool products that I think and I know you will love. And all of them are in my everyday palette. Literally, I did not stray from this at all. This is what I own. Thank you so much for watching. Your support is unreal.